Welcome everyone to NRL Fantasy Gurus. We're here at Fantasy HQ. Introductions, as I always forget. To your right is Mitch from Mitch's Lads FG. To your left, Red from Mervin's FG. Middle, Goose FG. Alex. What are those?
You always do it that way.
That's like saying Goose. We'll pump straight into Player of the Week because I'm excited about it. He was in my team. Killed it for me. 11 tackle busts, 1 try assist, 219 run meters, 2 offloads, 580 kick meters as well. Nearly joined the 100 club. The second man to join the 99 club. Just falls short. Anthony Milford.
Did you just steal his segment?
I gave to him. I didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah, he's a bit butthurt. That's a thing. So yeah, the NRL Fantasy Guru Player of the Week.
You had a chance for a real good MILF joke and you ruined it.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
The world was your oyster.
I wasn't ready.
You had it all and you threw it all away.
Can I do it again?
No.
No,
okay.
sorry. We're live.
We're live. Alright, we're going to jump over to Mitch for the injury report. How much injuries do we have, Mitch?
Not many this week, actually. There's actually quite a few suspensions. Nick Kotrick, first guy in, I think it was 2 years to get sent off. So he's been suspended for about 3 weeks.
What do we think of that tackle, just quickly? He left his feet.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It doesn't look good, irrespective.
It doesn't. It's one of those ones where at the same time I'm like, he was sent off and I think that might be fair punishment. Suaso Sue tore his ACL, so he's done for the season. Aiden Tolman, who's got lucky again, dropped him 1 week for ribs. Let's just get through these crappy Sharks players. Josh Dugan, Josh Morris, nobody knows. Hamstring and nose respective, so they're not playing this week and it's unclear when they're actually going to be back.
I see the grub himself coming up next.
Hopefully, for the Sharks' sake, Dugan never comes back.
You guys might win some more games.
I think we will win more games with him out of this one.
Yeah.
He's hoping.
Liam Knight, 2 weeks suspension.
Your favourite.
And
He's a good player, the grub, but he's a
Yeah.
good player. I think he's a great player.
Jeremy Lattimore, the GOAT.
Apparently that's a nickname they have for him. They call him the GOAT. It's a common nickname for him.
To be determined.
Okay.
Bit of an injury.
Wait, the GOAT status or the injury?
No, GOAT status. That's determined.
That's cemented in there. Sorry.
Well, that is the injury report for this week for round 18. I forgot to mention that before, in round 18. So we're coming near the end, guys. We're going to do some head-to-heads.
At the end.
I thought it was a start thing. Anyway, okay, so head-to-heads. I know one of them, because I asked for it personally, because I need help with my trades. But what do you got, Mitch? Head-to-head.
Well, this week we've actually all put together a head-to-head. So we'll start off with mine. And I've tried to get a range of different positions, but around that same price mark. So, you know, you're like, if you're getting someone out and you want to bring in that one gun for the rest of the year, I've got a couple options here. So these guys are all, I think there's about $4,000 difference between them. So where would you boys go if you had to pick one for the rest of the year? Jake Friend, Tommy Turbo, Martin Tapau.
I think I'm going to rule out Friends straight away, because hookers, I'm loaded with hookers. Don't need any more hookers. I'm sure everyone out there is loaded with hookers too. All those great players out there. Marty Tapau's really picked it up, getting more minutes. But Tommy T, I think he's just explosive. He's already got a 100-point game this year, and yeah, I like him. Wing fullback, bit slim. I go Tommy T.
I actually wouldn't rule out Friend, and I would pick Friend.
Ooh.
I actually think Friend is the option. Purely because he's going to own that team, and I don't think he's really going to be taken off. They put Victor Radley to lock, so that Beryl's guy, I can't see him coming in and taking Friend off. And he looked really good game 1 back. Like just game 1, he looked really good. And I think regardless, as long as you don't have more than 5 hookers, and we're all getting to the point where we're sort of at the end of our trades, and it's not really about all that sort of stuff. You should have some covers sitting down in the emergencies anyway. So I think actually Nathan Friend, out of all of them, is who I picked, just based on where his team's going to go to. I think his team's going to go a lot better places. And a lot of people show up to play the Roosters. Big forward packs like playing the Roosters, and there's a lot of tackles for that game.
Got a try, 40-20, looks good.
Yeah, he looked great.
Every game he's played, except the ones he's actually got injured in, he scored so well this year. So
I'd go Friend.
Does that help you?
I'm not looking at any of them. So no.
Okay.
No. Did you say who you would go?
go to Power. So
Is that just to be different?
No, solely because at this point in the season, his minutes are picked up, his scores are picking up, and his DPP. So if you need that front row cover, you got it. You need the second row cover, you got it.
Very important DPP status this time of the year.
Yeah, it's all about the versatility and where you can move people, especially when you get lightning trades. So for me, I'll go to Power.
Okay.
Cool. Let's skip yours. Go to Reds.
One that actually needs help, but okay, fine.
Now
Pretty
Reds
easy.
come at from a different angle. He's gone more of the lower scale.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of people who are watching are going to be at that point where they're also close to the end of their trades too, and I think a lot of people have brought in a lot of guns, and I think a lot of people are going to either be looking at guys that they do have on the bench, or bringing in, like taking out someone like Host or whoever to bring in another guy who probably could fulfill that 30-point bench spot for the rest of the year. So that's why I went with who I went with. Hit him, Mitch.
We've got Brent Naden, Dry Whitbread, and Big Puppy.
I'll go last because it's mine.
I think this is an easy decision. I think you're probably the same because I know you have him, but I'm going to go Whitbread. I watched him play last week and I was so angry watching him because he is a classic tackle flopper. He loves just putting his hand on, there's a point, there's a
I
point.
think we started calling him Flopperello.
Oh,
Behind his cousin,
Yeah.
Flopperello.
It was very annoying. So he's starting lock this week. He's still got a fair few weeks until Jai comes back into the team. They really like him at the Titans. He's a player of the future, so I go Whitbread. I don't rate Naden and Napa.
It's Big Puppy.
Yeah.
No one hits a hole better than Big Puppy. I myself, I've also got Dry, and I'm excited this week that he's starting lock. So it's made a real dilemma for the 17 I use this week. But he's DPP as well, second row, front row.
We're under 400,000. I don't think you can go wrong.
Brent Naden only seems to score well when he scores tries, and that that doesn't happen every week, especially when you got.
He's a bloody ball hog. He won't give it to Mansour on his outside.
Well, this is because when we had to come up with our own one, this is why I picked him. Because, man, Mansour was open and there was like a lot of space in front of him a lot of times in that game. He just refused to give him the ball.
Watch him this week. He'll cut inside every time.
Loves it and never looks for it. So
Good for fans.
that's why I put him in there. But, so here you go.
That's
Whitbread? Alright. Well, I'm very torn. Like, I probably would go him. Like, if you've actually got two of these guys that you want to pick between, I think, especially this week, Whitbread is your man. My only concern is, even when Whitbread is starting or he's kind of bench, his minutes are just so reduced lately. I don't understand. He's been such a good player for them. Stockwell's getting more minutes. I don't understand why. Fodawaker gets a ridiculous amount of minutes.
He's playing
when
quite
they do
well,
the same. He's playing quite well. But you look at Jai Arrow's points. He was over a point a minute, wasn't he? Close to anyway last week, and he seems to do that quite regularly. He's a point a minute guy, and I just think that I don't know. Minutes is the one thing that is a bit there. So if you've already got Whitbread, I actually would go Nathan. Just because he's a hog, and that's great for fantasy. Never wants to let the ball go. Means more tackle busts, and the only time he ever will let it go is if he has to in an offload. So Whitbread first, Nathan second. I know it's
And, good pick. That's all the head-to-heads we have this week. I
I
don't
need
wanna-
help. I need help.
I don't want to give Alex any help. So, do you need it that desperately?
I need it, mate. I need it.
Alright. Jazz Tavanga, Latrell Mitchell, and Brownie.
Here's what I did.
Hang on. You said Brown. Please tell me you mean Nathan Brown.
Nathan.
Okay.
Do I have a Brown on me?
Well, you have two playing
Dylan
for one bloody
Brown.
team.
Oh, yeah, okay, no, fair
So-
call, fair call. That's my bad.
Here's my issue. 2 weeks ago, I said bring in Jazz, and I didn't myself because I had this last-minute injury. I didn't bring him in, but since then, holy Moses, holy Mitchell Moses, his scores have been fantastic.
Imagine if
What
Brownie-
about Mbai?
He made.
You can't just be throwing him at Mitch Moses and not talk about Moses Mbai.
No one cares about him. He's crap. But Tavai last week, 75 tackles. Like he's just a base stat freak.
Yeah, he's loving it.
He's playing the whole game, and my only concern with him is when Toku Harris comes back. But I think he's a must bring in this week. I have to bring him in. But I'm more tossing up between Latrell and Brown. I like Latrell. He did look like he did nothing last week. Still got about 45 points. A lot of tackle busts in him. Still kicks goals. Brownie picking up his minutes again, and his points.
Wait. So you're not looking to bring in one. You're looking to bring in two
I'm
of these
bringing
guys.
2 of these guys.
So you want us to vote for 2 of them? The
So-
2 you should bring.
Well, just give me who you think is the best.
So pretty much so you're locked in on Jazz.
I think I'm locked in.
So you just want to see the consensus between me and Red. Alright, personally I'd go Jazz. He's just all about the base stats at the moment. There was 75 tackles last week. Buttload of run meters. Played the full game. That's your choice right there. Red?
That's a, mate, great choice. Couldn't have said it any better myself.
Wow, good pick. Good pick.
Well done, mate.
Thanks for your help. How about Mitchell or Brown? Who are we liking?
Whoa! I throw spinners.
Okay.
Alright. Spinner.
He's going to come up with a different player.
He's going to come up with the same.
Alright, Red. Latrell Mitchell or Nathan Brown? You have to pick one.
That's tough.
It is tough.
What if I actually didn't like Jazz Tavanga? Too bad. Okay. I prefer forwards, and I think because you have Nakora and Bateman. Do you have a centre cover?
Garrick.
Oh,
He's a goal kicker. He doesn't do too badly.
It's ugly.
okay. Well, you still got cover. Okay, I'd still go Brown. Forwards are better options. I think forwards are always the better guy to have, and his minutes are picking up.
More
and-
base stats.
Yeah, I trust base stats, so I think that's probably why I picked Nathan Brown.
I got Latrell.
You got about 50,000 difference in them. Like, the Trail's
He's,
550.
well, he's still,
600.
despite not playing Origin, he's still the best centre in the game. His base stats still quite high, and now Kiri's back, he's looking a lot better.
Yeah, it's true.
And also, if Red picks one, I was going to pick the other. So
Yes.
No
Nice.
help,
Cool.
thank you.
We helped him! Woo!
Well, I'm just stuck with more questions than answers, but that wraps up head to head. And we'll go to our last segment of today. We're going to keep them shorter going forward because there's not many weeks left. We're going to do. I don't like this name.
We're talking about the big cojones.
The big
Must be
cojones.
Yeah.
Start them or ship them.
That's
Really?
a crap name. That name
That's
sucks.
bowling
And we
shoe
came
I
up with
do.
big cojones live. That just happened. That was organic. It was
None of this is live. This is all pre-recorded because I have to edit out half the crap you guys say. None of this is ever live. None of this is ever live.
We should do a live episode.
Oh god, that'd be a disaster.
It'd be a PR nightmare if we had a PR department.
You know how many players we bag out? We need a PR.
No one. We love
No,
everyone.
we love everyone.
Never said a bad word.
Especially you do.
Except for this list of players.
Well, now I have to put up make more editing work for me.
Just put
So,
up everybody.
captain of the week, who are you picking, guys?
I'm going to go the Cookie Monster. It did absolutely nothing last week. I think he only took one run for the game. And he still got like 62 points. So when he finally takes, like, he was bugging.
Yeah, from Origin.
And we saw in Origin what he can do.
Mm.
So when he does that, and he still gets his base stats for his tackles, safe option.
I want Alex to go first here. And I'm going to point out why. Alex, who did you say that you were going to pick for your captain last week?
I said I'd pick Fafita, but
And
I had
who
to
did you
change.
pick?
I had to change hard. I went Captain Cam on his 400th game.
So you've given people advice. You smeared my advice live on camera. And then you picked the same dude that I said. So what we're going to do here is...
and nailed it, by the way.
You're welcome. So I want you to go first. And you can't pick whoever I pick.
Well, he's in my team. He's the
I
player
hope
of
so,
the
'cause he's your
week.
captain.
Don't ruin the Master of Segway. Do not screw over the Master of Segway. He was the player of the week last week for round 17. I'm going with the MILF, I think, with those 580 kick meters. Yeah, and you still got the same halves combinations last week with Boyd and Turpin, thank you. Brain fart. And just those 11 tackle bars. I think now he's got room at the back. Yeah, I love MILF. And the other one try assist. If he puts on a try, I expect a big game from him. Another 80 pointer.
Cool.
Go on, MILF.
Cool. Now lock that in.
No.
I want some little Eddie the Maguire gift down here, locking it in, Eddie. I'm going Paint Hunts.
Really? No JT, no Captain Cam with Munster out.
That's the reason why I wouldn't do it. If Cam goes to half, base stats, He's a tackler. He needs to be in the middle of the field. I can't imagine Joe Simpson's playing 5'8". So someone needs to shift there.
Maybe a Captain Beware there on Cam Smith one of the last games of the week. He could end up shifting to 5'8".
Yeah, look, I'd avoid him. Just for this week, it's just an unknown. It's not worth the risk. You can't afford your captain to only get like a 40 or something. Like, yeah, I just jinxed myself. But Payne Haas. Boys, he loves playing big minutes. He's always there. And their forward pack hasn't really done much else other than him. So, yeah, Payne Haas.
So that's our captains of the week. Hopefully these boys actually lock them in this time. We'll wrap it up. That's round 18 coming up. Good luck. I'll put up the league winner and all that.
It's the same dude every...
No, it's all different. It's all different.
And you don't want to talk about it?
Someone cracked
You don't know who it is.
I didn't write it down. But the winner of this week and the overall leader I'll put up top.
They actually cracked 1100.
That we had some monster scores now this week.
Cracked 1100.
So
super.
And I think I did look at it earlier in the week, and the guy who topped our league, whose name is up there still, got 20th overall for the whole competition.
It's something Beaver. I remember looking at it.
Is it Beaver Menzies? Is he in our league?
Well, if that's wrong, then this looks stupid, or you look stupid.
Oh,
anyway.
I'm going on them. It's something to do with beavers.
So good job to those people, and that wraps it up. Thank you guys for watching. Mitch, what can they do?
Like, subscribe, comment, guys. We love the feedback. Keep it coming.
Thank you. Cheers, you guys.
Subscribe.